Hey, what's up, Iman? I got this new camera set up. It zooms in, I think, a little bit much. Kind of moves with you too, which is kind of cool. Let me know if it is distracting. Might want to zoom it out a little bit. I'll fix it for. I'll tweak around with it. Um, it's nice to have a close-up view. It feels more. What do you call it? Intimate. It's kind of like we're looking at each other, or you're able to view me up close without being able to smell my breath. So all the pros, none of the cons. Um, so I'm always kind of early to stuff, as I mentioned in previous episodes of this. And this yesterday night was more the same thing. So what was it? What happened? When did we stream? Market open, right? From 6 to 8 maybe, and we had some shorts building up. We ended up pushing up pretty high, a 3% move, higher than that. It was kinda this area, yeah. We were looking at this short area, it actually popped up, and we tried shorting somewhere here. Yeah, it was kinda here, with large size, and then it came up. I ended up closing it somewhere up here in the 50s, low 50s. It popped up and it came all the way back down here. Um, I drew some sort of line that may happen. I think it was around 2 a.m. when I drew this line. Um, you just really have to move it over. Timing is very important. This is what it looks like. Pretty spot on, I'd say. Even like if you were to do it from the top, not really the top. This here is pretty spot on. Um, let's see if we double bottom here. This move is most likely not going to happen here. I didn't think it would. In the previous trade with Zcash, where we were like down 24,000 and we were patient enough to ride it down, uh, kind of yeah, it was like this area. We're able to overcome this huge pressure to the upside and ride it all the way back down to close to break even. Actually, that was quite nice. We weren't able to do it this time. We really should have. That would have been a huge win. I think that would have ended up being a 20K round trip. Nonetheless, we were able to capitalize on this move, this 2.5% move. And yeah, I'm just pretty tired with the trading stuff. I may do it here and there if I identify extreme exhaustion. Like it's all about the timing, right? So this timing clearly was bad. Had I waited until I guess the morning here, then that would be really good timing, right? So that just needs to be calibrated. The ability to identify this crab-like environment, right? Kind of crab. This is a crab-like environment. It's very forgiving if you have patience, and also you kind of want to just be able to call it right. And this line is very important. This diagonal line that we have drawn here. I think it's possible that we may end up hitting it. So diagonal all the way up until 455, June 23rd, which is tomorrow. We might end up hitting 455 and then a crash from there and a dump into the next level. I like that. So let's go ahead and set an alert for 4:53. That would be great timing. Okay. This is actually June 24th. So we're looking at 2 days from now, midnight. So a day and a half ish. Okay. So that was pretty cool. Just getting up on here, talking about what my thoughts are. Mm, like I said yesterday, my plan was to open some shorts. I had some shorts open already. They didn't get fully demolished, um, thankfully, because we really could have not. We could have closed Sandisk. Look what happened though in the last hour, right? I guess I closed it here, which is very unfortunate because it came back and rolled over. We had a what is this? Friday 1900. So Friday, wait, July. We gotta hit June. Friday, June 26th, closing time 1900. That trying to get it perfect here. This here uh, was our option that we closed today. That means SanDisk would have to go down 16% by the end of the week. That would be a total meltdown. I don't see it going down that far, but it will probably at least close this gap here tomorrow, the next day. I could totally see that happening. So we saved some money here by closing this down like 40%. Then we opened up some other shorts with um SQQQ. I think that's what it's called. SQQQ. Yeah. Yeah. Or TQQQ. So this is triple, and then we shorted the heck out of it. But as you can see, it's pretty strong. Um, this move here, so if I'm doing any type of analysis, right, we had this gap, we filled the gap, and then we pushed into this area. So the gap fill happened, and a lot of times it reverses back into here. Um, but this area, very telling, right? This resistance has now, it didn't close at the top of it, meaning like a lot of buy pressure. It kind of sold off pretty heavily, like very, very heavily down here. So I like that. We rebounded a bit going into um, the close. So hopefully these pan out. This expires on the 1st. So I have a week on these options. So we added to that and added to TLT, which hasn't really been faring well. But if the dollar's going strong, yield should be coming in. And this is the lowest IV. IV is like the what do you call that? Intrinsic volatility. Intrinsic volatility. And the lower, the higher the payout when it moves a lot. So the goal here is to, yeah, here, we already have an alert here. I want it to push into this area sooner rather than later. Yeah, I have it pretty short dated for 2 weeks from now, I believe. But believe me, if it moves, it's gonna appreciate a lot. So there's that. Um, I guess I could have opened more shorts, but there's a chance that tomorrow the market goes up, and if it does, it's pretty good time to add to them. SpaceX has been getting hit so much. We were able to make some profit up here. We sold at 80, and then I bought back down here. So it was like I sold it here and then bought back here 10% lower. We got 10% discount on it and it just kept going. So let's see how far it goes. It probably does retest IPO price. This would have been generational wealth if you just bought some calls down here, up here, and then not even a week later. Whew, I wonder what that even looks like. Let's see. This. Options. I want to use the heat map a little. I use the screener a little bit more to find some trade ideas. Options. I'm gonna go with SpaceX. Okay. Let's say you went for end of month options. When it was up to 200 something, say you said 180, right? Uh, that's reasonable. The IV was pretty high at that time. Still currently is, I think. It's actually not terribly high for something that's so crazy. But there isn't any 185. But if we did 167 puts, then builder put. I don't want to create a strategy. I just want to see it. Um, yeah, that one. And then strike price 182.5. If we were to go backwards, this is upon expiration, huh? Expiration date. What? How do you do time? Current P&L. It's hard to read this. I need so one contract would cost $3,400. Uh, this is the starting point. It would have to be, yeah, that makes sense. At expiration, it has to be at $148, which it currently almost is. But I want to see the time. How does this work? Settings. This is not really too helpful, if I'm being honest with you. Why does this even matter? I want to know what the chart looks like. This is silly. Click stuff. Oh, yeah. This is also volatility. Okay, this is volatility during different days. Right now, it's very volatile. Volume. Oh, this is cool. It'll tell you all the different volume throughout the days. Well, this is like I guess this is today's volume, which is we don't need that. um, yeah, no, there's no this sucks. I'm not a fan of this. Screw that. Anyways, they would be worth a lot right now, right? Because it's appreciating in value quite heavily fast, and there's still a lot of time on it. Could you have predicted this? Yeah, I mean, sure, for sure. It wasn't going to go up forever. Could you have predicted how much it fell at what timetable? No, but theoretically, you could have YOLO'd. So, like 85%. Most high-profile stocks do drop quite heavily, right? So, 85% drop from here would be where you want to buy it, right? At 30, 40 sounds like a fair price for SpaceX. So let's go ahead and mark that down here. 40. And yeah, I'll buy SpaceX here. I'll buy SpaceX here. Thanks. If it ends up hitting there, that'd be awesome. I'm all down for that. Um, Now let's see realistically utilizing the fib extension, assuming that the price launched at 135 like it was supposed to, and then pop it up here. Oh wait, no, no. This is supposed to be fib extension to the downside would be this. Oops. That, this, there. This is the fib extension that I'm looking for. The one-to-one move is IPO price. Expect a bounce at the IPO price, right? This is where a lot of people are going to end up supporting this. The next move down would be down here at 104, which from top to bottom is a 54% drop, which is not a lot if you think about it. We want to get closer to this $50 mark, and that's where I guess you throw the whole kitchen sink at it. This is where everyone's going to be exhausted and it's going to be pain. I like this. I like this. So we could be very patient with SpaceX. And we can just see how it plans out, you know? Oh, okay. This one just kind of moved. So, um, here we're going for long-term thesis. This one, SpaceX targets. There. B2 sell calls. Sell calls. If I sell a call or sell put, right? Sell puts and buy calls. Yeah, because if you sell one put here, you'd have to put up $10,000. Um, and if it goes below that price, you have to pay it and buy the stock. This is cool. I'm gonna add SpaceX to our watch list. Oh, MindTrader has something with it, huh? Let's see what he's got going on. Whoa, let's go for that. Oh, look, Bitcoin moving its way up. That's nice. SpaceX. What is our thing? Stop loss. Yeah. It's hard to predict something on the first week, you know? June 20th. June 20th was here. Oh wow, it was a long time back here. Yeah, it doesn't. It just yeah. Yeah, we'd probably if anything, what I'd wanna like move this down a little bit like that. I wanna yeah, I'm happy to do this. Now no matter what, we're gonna get some sort of alert and move this up here. Boom. That's cool. Buy above 135 IPO price and go for a 32% move. Yeah, I might actually end up buying calls here because the fall will be dramatic, and you can get puts at pretty calls at pretty cheap. So I'm just going to draw a line here. It's going to rebound pretty quick, actually, but maybe something like that. Yeah, something like that, maybe, because yeah, it'll be a big bounce. Something like that. I like something like that. That would put us in June 25th. That would be 3 days from now. I don't know it'll be that quick, but let's see. Let's imagine. Okay, I really would just wanted to hop on and do some brain dump. I'm not yeah, I've been pretty hard on myself for not getting to the things that I want to do, which is Discord analysis and the journaling and the trading and the live streaming. But really taking it one day at a time now. Uh, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And what really does matter is the ability to press the button when it's time, and versus putting all the time in and trying to get all the information and knowledge. Right now, it looks like we're positioning ourselves for Tuesday and Wednesday for some sort of drop. Micron has earnings on Wednesday, I believe. Oh, is that today? Ahead. Yeah, this is June 24th. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, there it is. Earnings on June 24th, which is Wednesday. Pre market, post market. Let's see. I think it's pre market after close. So, yeah. Yeah. Maybe we do rally into Wednesday because, shit like this happens. But Thursday, so I don't want to go too heavy on the shorts just yet. If Tuesday and Wednesday end up being uh bullish up moves, then we want to have some we need to be able to put some big money down in anticipation for Thursday. And I'm not I think I might be the majority when I say this thing is high and the earnings might be a flip. But I also feel that maybe a lot of people are exhausted and they just want to they're just sitting and observing. So in that case, the observers are not buyers. The buyers are not really buying, and the sellers won't start selling until they see the selling, right? And then the selling will happen from the holders who are waiting for a reason to sell, which is like good earnings. So maybe something that would happen is like this. Maybe something like that, or it could even end up a little higher, like that, maybe. It's possible. Random lines on a chart. Um, yeah, so we're preparing for this gigantic play. I hope the gigantic play plays out, and then we can have the first gigantic win of the year. Of the year. All right. Well, yeah, just really wanted to empty my mind for a little bit. Are we still bottom fishing on silver? Yeah, this looks like quite the downtrend. So nothing really to look forward to there. We did SR flip. We're hitting the support. So the R resistance turned into S support, and we've tapped it a couple times at this point, and this didn't happen. Maybe something like June 24th here, like that. AIB is starting to move. Like, oh, it's this thing. Man, I bought it up here from the hype. Was it here? I guess it was like here or something. It was down a lot. But look, it rallied again. Oh wait, that wasn't. This was the most recent one. Guess I got it. I got it when the alert came in. So I bought. I guess I got it here. Came down 41%. Really, what you should have did was add. Like, why are you gonna buy anything if you're not gonna accumulate it, right? I thought maybe this was a pump and dump or something. I didn't do enough research into it. Basically, it's a company that also restructured itself as a blockchain infrastructure company. Yeah, maybe it does something, but I'm not touching that anymore. Yeah, sometimes you just need to hang back and observe and see what happens. This one looks good though. A lot of demand in this one. Maybe a blow off into February 20. I mean June 25th as well. Something like this here. Who knows? Who knows how that's gonna go? There's a parabola. It might break. What's going on with Per? Actually, Per's still doing decent, even though like it's not looking good for hype. This is hype right here. Yeah, this is a kind of right. We need some news in order to get this back up. I think it will, though. Honestly, given the structure and what it is, this typically doesn't bode well for holders. This rebound is huge, with tons of people selling at the 75 range. Man, but I really want to see this continue. This would be so nice. Right? We pop into the 25th and then roll over after that. It could be a whole crescendo moment. But yeah, I'm not gonna be max bearish at this point. I'm just looking. I've got a bearish bias, so I'm looking for opportunities to be able to capitalize on any elevators to the downside. American Airlines always kind of rebounding somehow, huh? It's one of these zigzaggers. That's pretty good. It hit both targets within, holy moly, less than 2 weeks. That's kind of insane. It hit the target and then actually retrace from it. This is really good. Wow, what a move. Man, I wish I can catch one of these moves. Like, we weren't even able to catch this because, well, we didn't get the alert. The alert didn't show up. It may have showed up here. Yeah, it could have showed up here. I wouldn't say that we got it on time though, because it hits it on June 11th, and then boom, it's already up the 9%. Are we chasing this? Maybe. It was still 12% on this move. That was pretty good though. Yeah, certain things, most stocks are gonna go down 99%. So you'll see this chart a lot. You don't want to buy every single thing just because Mind Trader said it. Coin. Did I do that? I think I may have put this in. Yeah, look at that. It hits this the alert triggered at the resistance point, pulled back, and actually looking pretty constructive here. This is 9 a.m., huh? The open? Yeah. I don't hate that actually. Sort of double bottom here. What the fractal says. Boom, new highs. Because we kind of want to keep this structure, right? This higher high structure. This would be the do or die line for Coinbase. I like this. I like Coinbase. I like MicroStrategy here. I wouldn't mind waiting though for some sort of capitulation. Capitulations basically where people who are holding for a long time sell because they're scared. And enough people do that. That usually marks a bottom. Ether 1728. We're exactly at the same moment here. Let's see. Same moment in time. The 21st. And now. Right? Only this crazy scam wick happened. Boom. 4%. This costed me. Just needed a little patience. Maybe add on the top a little bit. Boom. Yeah, this doesn't look terrible, honestly. Diagonals aren't super reliable, but this here looks like it's building some sort of structure. Bullish. Dare I say Ethereum bullish? Damn homie. Damn homie. Yeah. That would bring it up 8, 9% up here. This is June 20th, so this is live. This is live. Well, I yeah, Ethereum doesn't look too terrible. How does Solana look? Because Solana is like outperforming heavily on Ethereum. It's just, yeah, it's kind of has this weird structure too. I'm not a huge fan of that. This dragging structure. Yeah, you can kind of put TA out of this just because there's a lot of it's very low volume and there's manipulation involved, and it's crypto's basically waiting to see the next headline, and this doesn't look good. It looks like a bear flag. This is what a bear flag looks like a flag. What happens on a bear flag usually? And then that would be in the next couple hours if that's Truly true. Truly, truly true. Anyways, that's it for today. Really, I'm gonna kind of chill out and get. It's 9 p.m. So damn, I do need to get to a couple of things that I want to do before heading off to bed. So, yeah, it was a quick 35. I'm gonna chip away at this thing and not take it too seriously. That's all, really. Just sometimes I will, and sometimes maybe I won't, and other times I'll take a look. That's how we'll take it 1 hour at a time.